Hello everyone. So a bit of a late night upload. You guys will be seeing this video tonight. It is currently the 14th, Sunday, November. I said that all in the mixed up way. And also it's currently 10:30 at night. We are getting ready to wrap up our night. But for some reason, like with me in particular, I tend to want to clean up at night. I have no clue. I should be trying to go to bed, but I've been in a bit of a cleaning mood, so. But I did want to give an update. So there's a lot of things I need to update you guys on, but I kind of want to get videos on, like, with those certain updates so you guys can see stuff. But regardless of all that, brief Samara update. So she is sleeping in the house. Now she sleeps in this pen. So she had a bed. If you guys see that trash bag over there, that was where her bed is. I don't know, you guys probably remember it. She tore a hole in it anyway. On top of that, she literally just peed on it. And it's so holy that literally all the stuff would just come out for me with me trying to wash it. So we're just throwing it away. I think I'm just going to do blankets for my dogs going forward. That is why she's crying, by the way. She wants something soft to lay on, and she has nothing. So I will be giving her a blanket tonight, though. Don't worry. She's not going to sleep on the cold, hard, I actually don't know, metal. She'll be sleeping on something. But she'll be sleeping in this pen in particular. When she gets a bit larger, I will be putting her in this kennel, possibly. Just when because I've been trying to work on her not jumping on the thing, but as she is now, she could put her paws on the top of that. She doesn't quite have the strength or the dexterity or whatever to, like, hop over it yet. Don't be yarning like that, girl. Because you're gonna start making loud crying sounds. You're gonna get in trouble. She's being a sad puppy, but she's okay. But yeah, anyway, so she has started sleeping in the house recently, so she's doing good. I am going to start introducing her to just the house rules. Unfortunately, in doing that, it will not be Kratos because Kratos just he can't be trusted. Like he can't be trusted. He basically house rules. I'm meaning her learning to be out in the house. Like I have these two here doing. Kratos is outside. He's in the bathroom, but. Being able to be inside the house and not play with each other. Kratos, Jack is being a bit of a butt and bothering Paco a little bit right there. I just vacuumed here, so they're both kind of enjoying the free space because I have it all open. But anyhow, sorry, I have Netflix stuff on my TV and some new stuff is coming out. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Samara update. So. Yeah, so tonight will be her third night sleeping out in the house. She is, as you see, she's wearing the e-collar. We have started using the shock. Samara does fairly well, except for when she's distracted, which unfortunately means that she's really, she's not really very well trained. I haven't had a lot of time to train her, so I have so many dogs now, but I have made it a thing on my list to do one-on-one training with her at least once a day. Like, it has to be at least once a day. I should make it twice a day. At least once a day. We'll start off with once a day, but she definitely needs it. I just haven't done as much work with her as I have my other dogs when they were this age. But anywho, so she does get to play daily with at least one of the dogs. Sometimes with both Kratos and Jack. Not the same time. Jack, no. Yeah, put that booty down, girl. But, sometimes I'll let her and Kratos play, and I'll let her and Jack play, or sometimes Kratos is the dog that gets played with twice a day, or sometimes it's Jack, but regardless, they do have play times, but I do need to actually start doing a little bit more work with her, so we'll be working on that. One of the things to do is, her duration of down, because she can kind of do it now, but she doesn't do it for duration. There's a good down, Marmas. There's a good down. And then also some stay work and some recall work. And then we really do need to do leash work. Her leash work technically isn't bad when she's not distracted. I will say that. We still need to do some work on it. So basically everything we got to work on. Things that she's really good at. She's good at leave it in regards to her food. She's fairly good at not walking through doors. I mean, she's still a puppy, so she still kind of gets excited and forgets. Puppies sometimes they do things without thinking. And so as they mature, they'll learn to think more first. But that's one of the things we're still struggling with because she's young. Anyway, but yeah, basically the e-collar is basically for when she is distracted. And with inside the house, it means when she sees another dog. Like, for example, if she's behind one of the barriers and the dogs are playing in the playroom, like, she'll get super hyped to get in to play with them. Or even if there's just a dog in a kennel in the playroom. Because a lot of times I'll have a dog in the kennel before they play. And so she kind of just associates that with, okay, there's a dog in there. I must be playing, Spy must be playing, or whatever. And so sometimes she'll get really, she'll just start getting real goofy and not wanting to listen. And then right after play, she gets real goofy and not wanting to listen. So we've been using that a bit for a bit of like, hey, focus. But yeah, but really we have to do a lot of just general work anyway. She's still young, so. But yeah, but she's doing okay. Like I said, she did pee on her little mat. I guess it was my fault. Like, she had went out recently, but she basically went outside, came in, took a nap, and then woke up like an hour later and she tinkled. And so it was my fault for not taking her out immediately when she woke up. Basically, I was in there hanging out with her, and I went to go use the bathroom myself or something. I went to the bath for some reason, and I came back, she made a mess. So, but anyhow. Anyway, she's doing fairly good, but we still need to do a lot of work on her. So I will be showing video of that, you know, in the days to come. I am going to try to start posting more frequently. I have, my life has no schedule, you guys, which is my problem. Anyway, the point is, that's going to be done. Other things that's going on, what else is going on? I mean, with Samara right now, because there's things going on with Kratos, but we can talk about that when I have Kratos out. There's some new things I have going on in the house. We can talk about that when I could actually show it. What else? Jack's out here being goofy, chasing her tail. She can't, she how dogs like go in a circle chasing her tail. She's not allowed to do that. Jack, if you don't stop stepping on my feet. So she kind of sidesteps that by sitting down and chasing her tail, which is, I mean, it's okay because Kratos and Paco will ignore it, but unfortunately, she can't have that same energy when Samara's out because Samara's just going to take it as play. Anyway, it doesn't even matter. My pretty girl. But yeah, so I've been a bit busy. My life has no schedule. There's been some life changes going on. And not necessarily with me, but with like people around me. I also am trying to do some different things. I really want to get the dogs into scent work and agility. I want to get them some titles. Possibly protection work, but I only think protection work might be suited for Samara. Kratos, like, I will say, even though Kratos isn't out here, I will say that Kratos in particular, he has a very sweet personality. Don't get me wrong, he's a very sweet boy. When he's out and about with me, he acts very confident, this, that, and the fourth. But generally speaking, his temperament's still fairly weak. Like, for example, you know, he knows that we work at the kennel club, or work. I don't get hired. I'm not hired there, but I volunteer at the kennel club. We go to the kennel club 3 times a week just for classes in general. Basically, like, he knows the trainers there. That's what the point I'm trying to make. But like, still, he's very uncomfortable with anybody taking him away from me or me moving away from him. He's really uncomfortable with that, and that kind of is a flaw because out of all of my dogs, Kratos goes out with me the most, the absolute most. So out of all my dogs, he technically should be the most socialized, but it's just his personality that makes it to where he's still really wary of things. And it's not really a Dogo thing. I think Samara, her personality is more Dogo Argentino massive standard. Now, as far as looks goes, I think that Kratos fits the standard more. He has a gorgeous, big, huge, muscular head. I absolutely love his head. He's just so cute. He's so cute. Anyway, but I guys explained this to you guys before, but Samara is a bit, I mean, her body's okay. I mean, you guys remember that she had a bit of bowed legs, and you can kind of still see it every once in a while, but for the most part, it's not there. But her head type is also not right. She has her jaw, she has an underbite. Yeah, she has an underbite. So that's not really breed standard. And it honestly, her parents don't look like they have underbites, because with Samara, it's distinct. Like, it's very slight if you open up her jaws to see it, but you can still kind of see it without her jaws being open, right? Like, just the way her jaw is, you can kind of see it. I mean, it's kind of, my phone's crap, so you guys won't be able to see it, but if you guys saw her in person, you'd be like, okay, you know, it looks like she has kind of like, you know, an underbite, and she does. But anyway, but so that's, her head's kind of out of standard already with that. I don't know if it'll be fixed. There's a lot of things I'm not really sure with Samara because there's things that I've dealt with Kratos that I just haven't had to deal with Samara. So you guys can see her nose is, you guys remember her nose used to be like, have like little spots on it, like skin? And it's not perfect. You're not gonna look at me, ma'am. That's real rude. Poor girl. She really wants something soft to lay on. But you can see her nose isn't perfect, but like it's blackened up quite a bit. But like it's just weird because Kratos' nose, his nose was full black when I first got him, you know. Kratos never had problems with his legs. Kratos also, his jaw was perfectly straight from the beginning and up to now. There's no point in Kratos' development where he developed an underbite or an overbite, like never, like absolutely, like never. So it makes me worry because I'm seeing these things in Samara. I don't know if it's gonna, like, she's gonna grow out of it. Like, I don't know if her nose is gonna go completely black. It might not. I don't know if her jaw is gonna, you know, go back to being, because when I first got her, her jaw was really nice. Had a really nice scissor bite, but she definitely has an underbite now. So I don't know if those things are gonna change. We'll find out, but regardless, it's been a learning. And like Samara, she's already been bear tested, so I know her hearing's good. We'll have to do our heart test and our hip test when she's that age. But like really, what I really like about Samara is her personality. Now she's stubborn, but honestly, I think that she'd be really. I think once she's an adult, she's mature. She's an adult, not necessarily mature or like an adult, but like Kratos. And when she's Kratos' age, like, or even just the 7-8 month mark, when she's like, she knows the drill. She's like not trying to test me. I mean, she'll probably still, like, she's gonna be young still. But, you know, she knows the drill. She'll know how to behave and whatever. I think that she's going to turn out to be a great dog from then on out because she has the personality of being a protector, but really friendly, outgoing in public places. She's like, she adapts to things well. So, honestly, I think she's going to be a really great dog. Her personality is really strong. And, but yeah, that's what I really like about her. Kratos, I say he has been the easier dog because he's just not so, like, you know, hey, I want my way. He's just not as bad as Samara is. Samara is, I mean, don't get me wrong, Kratos is like the second most stubborn dog I've had. You guys want to see Jack chase her tail while sitting on her butt? Yeah, fun fact, when she was a puppy, she used to chase her tail and chew on it so much that it started bleeding, which is why I got on her about chasing her tail. Besides that and her energy level. She's also wearing an e-collar. Mostly because Jack tends to forget thresholds, and so I've been trying to use the e-collar. And also, the e-collar isn't just shock, right? It has a noise. I don't really like using the noise on the e-collar because it's kind of delayed. Like when you press the button, there's a delay before the actual sound. So like, you know, you have a certain time frame for correcting behavior, right? So I don't necessarily like using the noise unless I actually see them about to do something, then, you know, I can use it. But point is that she's also wearing it because she has a problem with crossing thresholds, mostly between the kitchen and the playroom. I keep calling the playroom even though they're not supposed to be playing there, but they be playing in there. Okay, rude girl. Back to Mars. But yeah, that's why she's wearing the collar. Kratos also has one, mostly because he likes to dig in an area that I haven't showed you guys outside. I have a new little setup outside that the dogs are not allowed to dig in, and him and Samara like to dig in it, and so I have a camera set up to where I can kind of watch it. Which, you know what, I'll get into that when I can show you my new setup. Back to Samara and her personality. Samara's personality is great, and no Kratos, but however, Kratos has been much easier because he's more, she's chewing on her tail, you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, goofy girl. She's so pretty. She's taking advantage of this open space. I just vacuumed. Sorry guys, this video's been long. You guys have just been seeing me talk, hearing me talk. Basically, Kratos has been easier for me, even though Samara has a stronger personality, just because I don't know, he still adapts well to things, right? Like, he's very nervous when he's not, or when somebody else has him, or when I'm away from him. But when I'm around, he does fairly well. Like, you know, going new places, he's pretty much okay. He still likes to try to go bother the dogs, but he's still mature. Hey! No. Absolutely not. Jack, you settle down. Stop being goofy. Have you played today, ma'am? Maybe I'll let you and Kratos play later. Anyway, yeah, you have. You played with Samara earlier today. Girl, you better sit down today. You better sit down somewhere. Anyway. Hey. Dukes. I'm telling you, hush it up. That's it. She's actually not, she doesn't usually whine as much, but she has no bed to lay on. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm gonna finish up here though, you guys. Kratos has, just in general, Kratos has been easier on me. Because he just follows directions more easy. Samara is stubborn. Her personality is, you know, what Dogo Argentino Massive should be. But she's more the standard, and Kratos is less so in the personality-wise. Like, he's stubborn, but, you know, with enough correction, he's like, okay, you know what? I ain't, like, it's just his personality, right? He doesn't have as strong of a personality, so he listens to corrections better. But that's neither here or there. Anyway, guys, I am going to, I guess, let Jack and Kratos play. Yeah, anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and post this, and I might get another video tonight. I want to do some training with Samara, but we'll see. Regardless, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!